Welcome to another episode of the Minnesota Meatloaf Podcast. And today, Curt had some schedule changes, so he is not with us. But today we have another special guest with us. We have Breezy Lee with us again. How's it going?
Pretty good. Just waking up, so I'm having my coffee and let's talk about this movie.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a few minutes.
We figured a movie of this caliber, we had to get you involved as the horror queen.
Yeah,
someone could appreciate it. Aaron, what have you been up to lately? We'll get to that in a minute.
Let's see. I've watched Five Nights at Freddy's. I did watch that. I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with it. It was like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I watched that. That was probably the newest movie I've seen. And then I've been playing Mortal Kombat 1 for the PlayStation 5. And then I just got the review code for the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I'll be reviewing that later in an episode. But other than that, that's pretty much what I've been up to. How about you guys?
Well, the last, I guess, besides this one, I think the last one, since it's Christmas coming up, I finally found the mean one.
Okay.
The Killing Grinch.
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I
it's
saw the
actually
poster
really
for
good.
that.
You what?
I saw the poster for it with like the evil Grinch.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Is it?
Cool.
Yeah, I'm impressed with it.
Is it on streaming or where did you see it?
I actually found it on this like app called Fetch Fruit, and it's one of those apps so you gotta have it on a tablet or an iPhone.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice. You find some good movies that way though.
Oh yeah. Yes, you do.
I was watching Loki. I really liked that. I thought it had a great ending, not to spoil anything, but that was cool. As far as horror related, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, like YouTube's darkest channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Going down those rabbit holes.
Yeah, we've been sending those back and forth to each other. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Back into that. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I actually never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's the channel I've been looking at a lot lately is Nick Crowley is the guy's name.
Yep.
And I've been enjoying his videos. So shout out to him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good videos. I enjoy watching his too. So
nice.
Right
well,
on.
Speaking of interesting videos, we got to see quite the interesting movie this time around. Like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
What? No, go ahead. Shoot.
Go ahead. No, I asked Breezy if she wanted to come on board and fill in for Curt and help us with a horror movie. And like the horror movies we've reviewed in the past have been The Killing Tree, about a Christmas tree that's possessed, or Swamp Gators, where it was alligators coming out of the toilet and biting people in the butt. And so, and so I was expecting something kind of goofy and kind of silly and kind of hokey, and then I send over this movie, and holy cow, it was a little more intense than I expected, but it's good though. I enjoyed it.
Once I saw the trailer, because I get review requests a lot, and I saw the trailer for this, and I was like, yeah, we got to review this one. This one's going to be good. And I'd like to thank Breaking Glass Pictures for sending us a screener link for this. And the movie's called Pig Killer. Do you guys want to tell a little bit about what the movie's about? Or
sure.
I guess what I've been reading on, it's based on a true story.
Yep,
it is.
And so I'm like, really? And so I read up about it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is such a fucked up movie. Yeah. But then I was reading the stories, I'm like, oh, this is like so sad what actually happened to these women.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my gosh.
Yeah, it is horrible that it's based on a true story, but
yeah, I'd never heard of it. I had no idea about it. So
yeah, I had no clue about the movie either.
Yeah, but they do a good job of telling it like it's a action filled movie, suspense filled.
Yeah, it stars Jake Busey and Ling, and it's about a serial killer that was in Canada, I believe. Was he in Canada?
Yep.
Yeah, named Robert Picton.
Yeah, and in the movie they like talk with Canadian accents and stuff, and I was thinking like, what, did they film this in Canada? And then when I read the true story, I saw that it actually happened in Canada, so they were true to life on that.
Right.
Yeah. And pretty much what I read it on, I wikied it, and from what I read, it pretty much what's on Wiki is the movie. I mean, it followed it pretty closely, I thought.
Yeah, yep. There was some like outrageous stuff in the movie that I thought like, oh, they obviously, so like he has a gun with a dildo on it, and I thought,
and then he's like shoves it in the girl's mouth, and he's like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
But that didn't really gross me out. The one that really grossed me out was there's a scene, and the pig killer comes in, and there's like this guy with the glasses. And she was like down there, and you see like the
everything.
Checking his everything, his manhood, but the manhood didn't look like a manhood. I was like, that is nasty.
Yeah.
Thank God I was not eating during that scene.
Yeah. Exactly. It kind of looked like they just had some old pastrami laying around that they threw down there.
Right. It's nasty.
Something was not right there.
No.
Yeah.
And that's not the only manhood you see in this movie. If you're a fan of that, you get to see Jake Busey for a second.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I thought Jake Busey did a great job acting in it. And
I did too.
And I don't know, did you get to meet him at Triptychon, Breezy?
No, I did not, but I knew he was there last year.
We met him. We actually saw him in the hallway first, and then we went and talked to his table and talked to him. And he called us Fred and Barney even. Because of the Flintstones.
But I don't know, like Matt was joking. He texted me and he was like, yeah, we talked about his acting, but I was like, I don't think he was acting. I mean, he seemed really like that kind of when we met him, like kind of crazy. That's
exactly how he looks and acted in real life, is how he acted in the movie.
That'd be kind of cool to talk to him about the pig killer though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I asked if we could do a interview with Jake, but he wasn't available. But they said we could interview the director if we wanted to.
Oh, see what's going on in that mind.
Yeah, that could be an interesting interview.
But some of the stuff that I thought was a little more outrageous is actually in like the Wikipedia, like they took that from the Wikipedia or not, wherever the source is, like that's based on the true story. So the moral of the story is, if you're going to go to a rave, don't go to a pig farm.
Yeah.
If you see someone wearing a pig face, get the hell out.
Yeah, and I kind of thought that was made up, but he really did put on a raves and stuff, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. And he like also picked up kind of like prostitutes too.
Yeah.
Because one prostitute at the beginning of the movie, when he picked her, she's like, me so horny, my pussy. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was right around the time I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I sent this movie to Breezy.
Yeah, just like I told him like yesterday. I was like, yeah, I just watched it, and he was like, what do you think? I'm like, oh my gosh, you should have heard me. I was like, oh my fucking God, are you serious? Oh my gosh, it's so nasty.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the soundtrack?
I was gonna mention. Oh, go ahead.
That's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, I was actually gonna mention, I really liked the soundtrack a lot. It was like nonstop. They were like all like earworms, like bangers.
Yeah.
It was really good. And there were so many different songs, and I went down kind of a rabbit hole because I was looking at the end credits, and a lot of the songs were credited to a G. Tom Mac or a Jared McMahon. And so I looked it up, and Jared McMahon is the lead singer of G. Tom Mac. It's an actual band. And G. Tom Mac is famous for a song in the Lost Boys called Cry Little Sister. It's a famous song in that movie.
Gosh.
Yeah. So, and he's actually in the movie at the end when they're at the rave, showing the footage of the rave. The singer singing that song or whatever that you hear about 10 times in the movie, it's actually him in it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it when people get everybody involved in one movie. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's even a line, he says something like, we got the guy from the Lost Boys, and the guy's like, what, a vampire? And he's like, shut up, or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember exactly, but I was
Yeah.
wondering about that, but now that all makes sense.
It does, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird too, but yeah.
But yeah, it kind of reminds me of Terrifier in a way. In a way, it does.
Yeah.
It's when Matt messaged it, and he said, yeah, this is like kind of similar to Terrifier, and you like Terrifier, and I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see that.
Mm-hmm. It definitely reminded me some of Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. Like
in a way, yeah.
Like I think there was scenes that they sort of took their inspiration, like how when the girl's running at the end, like spoiler alert, there's a girl running at the end.
Yeah.
That reminded me, and then just the whole, I guess, butchering, and there's a mallet kill that kind of reminded me of, or I guess it's not a kill, there's a mallet attack.
Yeah.
So
well, also he was like cutting up the body with this, like I think it was like handsaw.
Yeah, the handsaw.
And then he put it like in like a meat grinder type deal and feed it to the pigs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yep, that's what he did, and he actually did that in real life, I guess. So yeah.
There was a part where he's dancing with body parts.
Yeah.
It's like that was something I wasn't expecting to see.
That was like part of the comedy part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look kind of fakey.
Yeah. Overall, I really liked it.
This in there.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't know if I was gonna at first, but I don't know. It was like over 2 hours long, I think, and still it didn't seem like it. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting.
Yep.
I want to watch the trailer of it. I thought it was gonna be like slow paced, but it actually was not slow paced.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
Yeah, it's just fun because we have pictures of like Jake Busey, and I said to Aaron, he plays a disturbingly convincing psychopath, and Aaron's like, as he said before, I don't think he was acting.
Yeah.
Because when we saw him that morning, we were in the lobby early, and Jake Busey came down to get coffee. I mean, he looked like his hair was like all thrown all over, and looked like he didn't pig kill her in a lot of scenes. So, but yeah.
Well, it works for him.
Yeah.
Especially in that movie.
Did you guys watch to the end credits and see the little scene at the end?
Yeah, where he's in the jail cell.
In the jail cell, yeah.
That's the very, very end of it.
Yeah.
That was well done.
Yeah. So
I can kind of see like the Pig Killer 2 coming out.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I can see it in a way.
Like they have to make it like not based on a true story anymore, but they can
they can
run with it and expand on it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. You guys seem to enjoy it.
I did. It's like, well, it's sad when you think about the real life aspect of it, but as a movie, it was good and interesting and entertaining, and kept me enthralled, I guess is a good word. Wasn't sure what I would see next. So
yep.
Is there the link that you sent me there, Matt, so when people want to see it, is there any way that other people can see it with other platforms, or is it just that one?
It's actually being released in theaters on actually today, November 17th.
Oh, nice.
Wait, no, tomorrow, Friday, November 17th. And then it's going to be available on Blu-ray and digital. So on Friday, people should be able to access it on streaming media and stuff. So.
Okay.
I wonder if it's going to be playing around here. It'd be kind of fun to see in a movie.
It would be. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of release it'll get, but yeah, so.
Cool. Did you see that the Terrifier 3 is going to be a Christmas one?
Yeah, I can't wait.
I actually just seen re-release of Terrifier 2 with some of my Crypticon friends, and that's why we got the free poster, movie poster.
Cool.
And at the end, it actually shows a little clippets of Terrifier 3.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Cool.
That was a part of the re-release.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
like, this is going to get interesting real quick, especially when it's Christmas.
Yep.
I cannot wait.
When does it come out? Do you know? Or
They said next year
Okay.
Christmas time.
okay.
I believe
We've
so.
been waiting for a while.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
Yeah. Usually Terrifiers are.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that concludes this episode of the Minnesota Meatloaf Podcast. And thanks again for joining us today, Breezy. We'll have you on again. I think we have another movie review coming up. So.
Yeah, what was that one? That other one you were looking at?
Oh, I can't remember. I did get the screener for it. So
I'm gonna try to see if I can find it real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be watching another movie, possibly.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll send you the screener for the next one. So
all right, sounds perfect.
I usually get a lot of interesting movies from this company. So
I was thinking that this was maybe my favorite one. That out of all the movies we've reviewed since we've been doing the podcast, I think.
I agree.
I think my second favorite would be probably All Eyes.
Yep.
With the traps, that was a good one.
That one was a good one too. It was so goofy.
I got a screener, but it doesn't tell me the name. It's a mystery movie. We'll find out later.
Ooh, it's a mystery box. I love those.
I can't think of the name of it, but it looked really good. So
Well, thanks. The fans demanded we bring Breezy back, and here she is.
Yep.
And we appreciate you filling in.
Well, thank you so much, and to have me again, and to the fans that want me on here. They must have just loved it.
They must.
Yep. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.